Hi folks, and welcome back to the vlog. This week we are going to be looking at databases and all the really boring stuff that artists don't like to do. And I'm just the same. I don't like doing this stuff at all. But I hope that by doing this religiously and doing some of the things that are in my book here hopefully can help. It will enable you to free up your mind for your creativity. Now, when we have a contact from a customer and we sell them a painting, we have their email address, hopefully, certainly their address and phone number. It would be really good to have an Excel file that you can put this down religiously every time. On the subject of emails, hopefully you've got some sort of base, as I mentioned earlier, things like MailChimp or Email Octopus, so that you can send them an email once a month or once every 3 months, however you want to do it, and let them know what's new and what's coming up. Yes, they are interested in your work. They're interested because they've bought from you. On all of these platforms, they have an unsubscribe button, so people can unsubscribe if they don't want to receive these emails. Do this religiously, because otherwise what you do is you get to a point 2 months down the line and you just cannot remember what you did, who you spoke to, who you sold what to, what email address is that to do with, and you will end up having to backtrack yourself, and it's so much more work that way. Now, on to the thing that everybody hates at the end of the year, the accounts. I have got this nailed down so much now, and it has freed up my life incredibly, is that every single time I make a sale, I immediately put it onto the spreadsheet. The date, the title, the artist, the address, of course, of the person who bought it, for the invoice, the actual cost of it, what the splits are between the artist and everything. It takes seconds when I do it, the moment I sell it. But if I was to do that at the end of a financial year, I mean, I sell on my Harbour Gallery website alone probably 500 or 600 paintings a year. I would be completely lost about what sold when, where and how. So regardless of how many paintings you sell in a year, keep your accounts up to date. Every time an invoice comes in, open up the database, bung it in, close the database. It will save you a huge amount of time, a lot of sweat, and at the end of the financial year, when my end of year comes, I literally just post the document off to my accountant and I'm done. The other thing when it comes to lists is the stages of what you do when you sell something. Now, okay, I'm a gallery, I have to deal with different artists and everything, but these stages should be the same for you, most of them. So here's what I do. I update the sales sheet, as I've just said. So I put down exactly what I've sold and the splits and everything. I update the customer database. So I immediately then go over and put in the customer who bought what and everything else. I mark the item as sold on the website. That's the next thing that needs to be instantly done. The last thing you need to do is have something that's showing as unsold on the website when it's sold, and somebody goes and clicks on it, buys it, or worse, rings you up and is so disappointed. So immediately mark it on the website as sold. Update the email database. If I haven't got that email or that person hasn't emailed me before, I immediately go over and I put it into my MailChimp or Email Octopus or whatever it is account. I then go and update the stock sheet. This is so important, and this is where you as an artist hopefully have got all the pieces of work that you've painted, who you've sold to, where they are, which galleries they're in, hopefully, if you've got them in several different galleries. All this data should be on your stock sheet, so you'll be able to easily go back and find a piece of art at any one time, know exactly where it is. So the last thing I like to do is email a certificate of provenance to the customer. You may have one of these yourself. I do it digitally and sometimes add it into the package when we send it out as a physical copy. It's so that the person has got it on file, plus I have it on file. So if a customer comes back to me in a couple of years and they want to sell the piece, for example, they can just ring me up and say, Mark, I've lost that certificate of provenance. I'll have it there. It will have the artist's name on it, when they bought it, all the details that we'll need. So Do that, and it is a great opportunity when you send that certificate of provenance via email to say to them, would you like me to keep you up to date on our email database? And my very last and my very favorite thing I do is I tell everybody about what I've sold on my social media accounts. And this is a great thing. So you've gushed about it at the beginning when you've painted it. You've gushed about it from time to time when you've talked about new work that you're excited about, and now you're gushing about it because it's sold. And what that gives is a real feeling of flow with your work. And it's exciting because people feel that if they see something go that they missed out on, maybe there's something else they're missing out on. So it adds a feel of urgency. So there it is, folks. That's databases, short and sweet. Please do them. You will save yourself so much heartache at the end of a year or when somebody tries to contact you about something. You will look professional and it will clear your head for all the things you need to do when you're becoming artistic. So I hope that's been helpful, and all the best till next week. Take care for now. Bye-bye.